5 strangest abandoned places around the world. 1. Deception Island, Antarctica. Deception Island is a tourist destination in Antarctica's freezing South Shetland Islands, famous for its deserted whaling and research station. The whaling station was abandoned many times between 1931 and 1969 due to volcanic eruptions, leaving behind the beached boats and rusting boilers you see today. Book a cruise with Lindblad Expeditions to explore the deserted site for yourself. If you're lucky, you might even spot some chinstrap penguins and get to soak in a natural hot tub. Yes, seriously. 2. Eastern State Penitentiary, Philadelphia. The castle-like Eastern State Penitentiary was built in 1829 and immediately took solitary confinement to new levels. Prisoners lived alone, exercised alone, and ate alone. When an inmate left his cell, a guard would cover their head with a hood so he couldn't see or be seen. The prison had to abandon its solitary system due to overcrowding from 1913 until it closed in 1971, although the forms of punishment did not get any less severe. Chaining an inmate's tongue to his wrists is one example. The site remained empty until it opened its doors to curious visitors in 1994, and now welcomes thousands of visitors every year, both for its museum and ghost tours. 3. New York State Pavilion, Queens, New York. Flushing Meadows Corona Park in Queens has hosted 2 World's Fairs, one in 1939 and one in 1964. After the second fair closed, many of the buildings and pavilions were knocked down. A few still remain, however, which you might have unknowingly seen from your place window if you've ever landed at LaGuardia. Aside from the 12-story Unisphere, the most famous standing landmark is the New York State Pavilion, a UFO-shaped structure with an accompanying trio of observation towers. The pavilion may not be used anymore, but it proudly serves as a reminder of the futuristic themes of bygone World's Fairs. 4. The Island of the Dolls, Xochimilco, Mexico. Despite its status as a World Heritage Site, along with Mexico City, it's a well-preserved example of Aztec life. Xochimilco has reached a certain amount of internet fame for its Isla de las Muñecas, or the Island of the Dolls. Hidden among the area's many canals, the site is famous for the hundreds of dolls, and doll parts, hanging from trees and scattered among the grass. Although it looks more like a horror movie set than anything else, the Chinampa, akin to an artificial island, used to be the actual residence of a now-deceased man named Julian Sandy Barrera. After finding a dead girl's body in a nearby canal, Barrera collected and displayed the toys in the hopes of warding off evil spirits. Daring souls can hire their own boat, try to convince the driver to pay the island a visit, and view it, along with decaying house and dangling dolls, safely from the water. 5. Nicosia International Airport, Cyprus. Nicosia International Airport was a busy, successful airport from the time it opened in the 1930s until it was abandoned in 1974, due to, you guessed it, the Turkish invasion of Cyprus. In the past 40-plus years, planes have turned to rust outside, while the airport's check-in counters and boarding areas have accumulated thick layers of dust and bird droppings.